coming to you. I don't have my normal music tonight because my little music thing is not working. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. And we're going to talk about why I think it's happening now when we discuss where the planets are. So I was just looking at astro.com to figure out where the planets are because I have not been my best. I have to admit I've been under the weather, not feeling that great. It's dark and gloomy here in Seattle. It's been raining all day, every day. And I didn't even go out for New Year's. The kids came over to me. It's just been a week like that. And I wasn't sure I was going to start the show. I started an hour late and I looked, and the sun is at 13 degrees of Capricorn. Well, my sun's at 1427. So it means that the sun is 1 degree, it's conjunct my sun, but from the 12th house in the 12th house. And I feel that. The 12th house is amazing because over the last few days, I've been doing certain things like uh, I joined this Awaken the Goddess uh, group. It's amazing so far. I love it, and really been getting into that deeper part of myself um, spiritually. So I think this all ties in really well since the sun is in my 12th house, but it's at 13 degrees. So think of where 13 degrees is in your chart. That's whatever house 13 degrees of Capricorn is in. That's where the sun is right now. And so that's what's getting the emphasis for you. Okay. The moon is at 2 degrees of Virgo. And, you know, that could affect health, not just for me, but for others. Virgo rules the health. Virgo also tends to be a little bit critical. I would watch that over the next day. Just that critical, maybe irritability, nitpickiness, that type of thing. Mercury's at 21 degrees of Capricorn, and that Mercury is slowly but surely making a conjunction to Pluto in Capricorn. I think that Mercury and Pluto, oh my gosh, in Capricorn, talk about seeing the big picture. My goodness. I think some Cappies are going to get really mind opening, like ahas. All of a sudden, something that didn't make sense to you for the longest is just going to flow. I just feel that it's a life transforming mind awakening experience. And I feel that I'm on the precipice of that myself. Like I know enough to be dangerous, but not enough to be profitable. And I feel like I'm actually at the precipice of learning how to be profitable as well as enjoy what I do. And so I think this is how it's all going to play out when Mercury and Pluto are conjoined. I mean, just that inner knowledge, that wisdom, because Mercury wants to know. And Pluto wants to transform and regenerate and reform everything into what it wants it to be. And it has a tendency to see the deeper, darker picture. So when Mercury is in Capricorn on Pluto like that, it's going to see the deeper, darker picture, the heavier picture, the real picture. And I think a lot of Capricorns are going to be hit with that. Uh, wow, in a few days, even. Expect that. maybe I'll have a mind awakening experience on my birthday, which is 3 days from now, on the 5th of January. I am indeed a double Capricorn. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns out there. Just in case I didn't get a chance to throw that out to all the Caps out there. Happy Capricorn season to you all. And I'm so excited to be a Capricorn myself. So Venus is at 23 degrees of Sagittarius, and it's not really making an aspect to anything at this point. I mean, it is and it isn't, okay? Because technically, Mars at 28 degrees of Aries is still conjunct that Venus. It's 5 degrees. I give a 5-degree orb. So I think Venus and Mars are still conjunct. We might be feeling that. That's a fire conjunct, trine. Okay. Venus is in Sag and Mars is in Aries. It's a trine. The point is, it's a fire trine. Okay. And it's a passionate fire trine. So some people may have found their passion. But the thing is, where was that passion? Like, where does your passion live? The funny thing for me personally is that my Mars is at 26 degrees of Leo. So it's involved, makes a grand trine to all of this. But I swear I've had zero passion. No passion. No passion. Okay. So I don't know what that means. Maybe that's just telling me something like, Lord. Now, my Mars is in Leo in the 7th house. And I can say that I do have a lot of partnerships that I'm working on. So maybe that's part of it. Who knows? Jupiter and Saturn are still technically conjunct. Saturn's lagging behind a little bit because it goes much slower, but it's almost at 2 degrees and Jupiter's at 3. They're still technically conjunct. And I do feel that over the last week or so, I just feel like, I don't know. I understand the heaviness, but there's a deeper desire. Like I said, I'm in the middle of a goddess class, like awaken the goddess, it would end, right? So that whole Jupiter, Saturn, like expansion and then restriction, expansion, restriction, expansion. And I feel that with my body. You guys, I don't know how much weight I gained. I complained about the potatoes back in October, but I felt them in December. And the results, I'm a great example of how weight gain happens. Weight gain doesn't usually happen the moment you eat the food. It sits there. It decides how it's going to position itself on your body. And it's up to you to try to exercise it off before it lands. I mean, I just realized that's what it is. So yeah, because my daughter had gotten me 30 pounds of potatoes, 15 pounds of cheese, and 5 pounds of sour cream. I still remember the numbers because it all adds up to like 50 pounds. And I ate on that between like October and November. By December, I was like, I don't know, I felt so chunky. And now I'm working it off, but it was the reality that it took that long. And I really believe that it's happening in my first house. That's the point. I'm trying to make my body physical, but everybody's got Jupiter and Saturn, expanding and restricting somewhere in their life. It could be in the house of money, which is the 2nd house. It could be in the 3rd house, which is your communication. It could be in the 4th house, which is family, your home life. It could be in the 5th house, which is your children or your romance or taking chances like gambling. It could be in the 6th house, which is health or work. It could be in the 7th house, which is partnerships of all kinds. It could be in the 8th house, which is other people's money, getting your bills paid. It could be in the 9th house, which is the God principle, going woo-woo, expanding restricting in that spiritual area, or political, right? The expansion and restriction in the political area. Also, if it's in the 10th house, it could happen in your career. Also, the image of what other people see when they see you, expanding and restricting. Imagine that happening in your job. Like, you got a raise. Oh, no, you're fired. You got a raise. Oh, we got to lay you off. Oh, man. Really? Yeah. 11th house would be like your friends, groups, clubs, things you belong to. Expanding and restricting. Let's see. 12th house would just be your inner consciousness. It could be hidden enemies. It could be just dealing with deeper, darker, hidden, subconscious issues like cheating, drugs, smoking, hiding, being fearful and chicken. I will just say this. I knew a person who had a stellium, huge stellium in the 12th house, huge. And the one thing, in my opinion, when I think of that person, one, they lied, big liar, because 12th house sometimes hides. And that's the main part, is that they hide. Lies and hiding. And if they don't do that voluntarily, hiding, usually an outside force comes through and creates it for them, expanding and restriction. Watch out for prison time, just saying, or hospitalization. That type of thing. Okay. Anyway, I just thought I would just go through and give you a quick rundown of where these things can happen. Look in your horoscope charts, people. Where is Jupiter and Saturn conjunct there? You are going to be able to find out so much. And like I said, I didn't just start. It didn't happen overnight. I ate that 45, 50 pounds of food over the course of like 30, 40 days back in the fall. But that's what Jupiter and Saturn does. Saturn is the great taskmaster and rewarder. It will reward you for a job well done, but it will kick your behind for what you didn't do right. Now, I knew when I got those potatoes, I said to myself at the time, I'm like, should I eat them potatoes? Because, I mean, I still got the onions over there. Onions last forever, by the way. I didn't know that. But I was like, should I eat? Child, I made so much potato salad. I mean, when a bowl of potato salad, I know had 10 potatoes in it. My greedy behind earned every inch I gained. I've been dancing and working out. I've been sick. So but if I have to pay for it, and Saturn makes you pay, Jupiter makes you expand, Saturn makes you restrict, or you have to pay the debt. So, with Jupiter in the first house for the rest of the year, if you're someone who has Jupiter in the first house during 2021, Lord, no 15, 20, 30 pounds of potatoes. In fact, I have X'd off white potatoes completely out of my diet. I have X'd off cheese and sour cream completely out of my diet. Yeah, they don't exist for me anymore. Because once you know the thing that makes you fat, like I discovered that cheese and potatoes makes everybody fat. No one's, I don't care how much you dance. I danced every single day to Chris Brown, every day. And it still did not stop me from chunking up. So that's Saturn. Saturn pays you back for what you did wrong. And it's in my first house, in my body. I knew it was going to catch my behind. I knew it. But I thought I was going to cheat. I thought, oh, I got this. Now, I probably am luckier than some because I do lift weights. And so I started doing that again. But my arms had chunked out so bad. Oh, my gosh. Like, I realized all my weight goes into my chest and into my arms, and then it slowly goes down in my stomach and then in my leg. Like, it's so horrifying. So as someone who was once really severely obese, gaining weight is a nightmare. It's Saturn, the great restrictor. And so wherever Saturn is in your horoscope, you might have that Jupiter, like that exuberance. That's what it was like over the holidays, right? Exuberance. From Halloween on, we were like, you know, and you might have experienced that in one of those houses. I mean, if it was money, you might have spent so much, you might have got a new car, you might have done something, and here comes the bills now, right? And you got to deal with the bills of all the things you've expended that money on. Maybe the credit card bills came, and now you got to deal with that, you know, something like that. Everyone's dealing with it in a different way, because, you know, wherever your chart, where it falls in your chart is how it affects you. But it is happening. And that's why it's important to know where it's happening for you, so you can keep an eye on that, so you can question, oh, what am I overdoing? What have I really blown up, and it made it so exuberant and expanded it so much that now Saturn's got to come back in and go, slap it down, man. That's way too much. You're way over the top. We got to shut that down. We got to shut that down. And that's what Saturn's going to do. It's going to be a dance, you know. The thing is, as this goes on, Jupiter's going to overtake Saturn. What I mean is, Jupiter moves much faster than Saturn does. So Jupiter is going to be taking off in Aquarius. It's only going to hang out in Aquarius for 1 year. If you are an Aquarius, this is your year. This is not a dress rehearsal. Like I've been saying that so much because, well, my birthday's in 3 days, and I am so ever close to 60 now. And I'm not quite 60, y'all. Don't be putting those extra couple of years on there, but so ever close. And I realize life is not a dress rehearsal. I'm not going to play it small. Like, for what purpose would that serve, to play it small for who? You know, because I don't even care. That sounds bad, right? But I don't care what anybody thinks about me. But I care about y'all. Y'all ain't in my life. If you want to be a part of my life, you can make yourself a part by being supported. But if you're not, I don't even see you. I don't even see the negative. I know it's out there, but I don't see. Who got time for that? Too old for that mess. I do not got time for young people mess. I don't got time for that. So I think Saturn in the first house does make you that way too. I think got so old in like just a few months. I swear, because I'm about to have a Saturn return. My Saturn is in Aquarius at birth. So it's now technically within, well, it's sitting on my Mercury, by the way. Jupiter's on my Mercury. Why I'm running my mouth right now talking about my own personal problems. Don't you get a person who has Jupiter in the first house by transit to talk? I'm so sorry. I have caught myself on my podcast and in like other videos just going off on a tangent on my own situations. Like, that is Jupiter in the first house. You guys, you have to deal with me. You can call me a narcissist all you want, but it's a transit. And after it's gone, I'm just going to be me. I am not no darn narcissist. I know. But I can tell you right now, for the next year, I'm sure I'm going to be putting so much attention on me. I know that. And it's normal. It would be abnormal for me not to. We only get Jupiter in the houses it goes into 1 year. So if you know you've got Jupiter in the first house, that is your time to be exuberant. That is your time to be expansive. That is your time to be over the top. I am going to come out in red hair, blonde hair, purple hair, blue hair, pink hair, black hair. I don't know, but I don't care if you like it or not, because I'm going to be me. And Jupiter in Aquarius is going to be whoever Jupiter in Aquarius in the first house is going to be. Ain't nobody going to stop nobody with Jupiter in Aquarius. Also, Saturn's there. So that whole, you know, if you got Saturn in the first house, no matter who you are, if you've got this transit going on, that I gotta be me is there, because it is the hardest part of life for you. Being born with Aquarius Saturn in the first house, I know exactly what it feels like to feel different than other people, to not fit in with other people. Even as an astrologer, tarot reader on YouTube, my numbers are dismal in comparison to others. But do I care? No, because this is my life. This is my path. This is my legacy. The work I do is about whatever emanates from me. And so I realize that if I just keep doing what I do from my heart. Oh, I want to share something really beautiful from my goddess thing today. Can I share something? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, you guys. So this was so beautiful for me. You have no idea. So I've been in this awaken the goddess thing. I've been talking about that, right? And there was this point when we were like in this meditation, and you know, they're just teaching us how to meditate at least 20 minutes a day, no matter what. But um we were the first goddess, because it's about learning about the goddesses. Well, the first goddess was Mother Mary. And Mother Mary is bringing in this new love frequency, which creates more light and space within. And it was, the message was like to approach everything like a child learning it for the first time. Like, just look at everything as the wonder that it is. I look at it that way. I mean, because I feel like, first of all, I never imagined I would ever get to this age, or like I thought I would, but because I'm a double Capricorn, but I feel blessed because I've got people I love that did not, you know, they're not here anymore. Or like my brother only made it to 50, or, you know, other things like that. I have another brother who's been ill, and, you know, cousins who are no longer here. And so I've been learning to approach everything like a child, to see it, to learn it like I'm learning it for the first time, to see the wonder in every single thing that I'm doing and what I'm learning, and with that innocence of that childlike acceptance of like of what it is I see before me at that moment. And so like this new love frequency, it's like it allows you to feel different in your heart space. It's a really amazing feeling. So and there was a moment when in the meditation well, it's a long story, I won't go deep into it, but Mother Mary whispers something, and everybody of course got their own individual message. There were people talking about, I don't know, like their family and being in a rosebud, all kind of stuff. There were so many things, but this is what she whispered to me. And I don't know if I'm supposed to share it, but it was so beautiful that I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this everywhere. Like, this is going to be my battle cry in everything I do. And it was, when you live in your heart, work from your heart, and give from your heart, you will prosper heartily. When you live in your heart, work from your heart, and give from your heart, you will prosper heartily. Now, I feel like I'm about to cry, because as I was doing this, I was like thinking about Jupiter conjunct Saturn. Jupiter is about like living with that childlike exuberance, right? Just going for it, just going for it. And then of course Saturn is work. So if I could work with that Jupiterian joy, right? If we can mix that, melt that Saturn and Jupiter together, Oh my gosh. So that is, I'm going to take that and use that as my battle cry. I mean, at least for the first half of 2021. I mean, because I really believe that was a message, maybe not just for me. Maybe I was supposed to come and share that. I'm going to say it one more time because someone out there might need to hear it too. When you live in your heart, work from your heart, and give from your heart, you will prosper heartily. Amazing, isn't it? So you guys, I wanted to share that. I'm going to move on from Jupiter and Saturn. I just wanted to kind of cover Jupiter and Saturn because I don't know if I've spent a lot of time on it. I can tell you I've been half asleep over the last month. I mean, the sun was in my 12th house. Hello. I mean, and I'm just getting over being horribly sick. And so I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be able to share my voice and to share my words and to share whatever wisdom I've gained and whatever is in my heart. Because, like it said, when you work from your heart and live in your heart, right? And so I'm grateful for this opportunity to do that, to share from my heart and to give from my heart. Uranus is at 6 degrees of Taurus, and that is in a trine position with the moon. In fact, Uranus at 6 degrees of Taurus is retrograding, and the moon at 2 degrees of Virgo is going forward. So they are about to have a nice trine. And you know, the moon trine Uranus does indicate maybe something sudden, unexpected. So, you know, think about where Virgo is in your chart and where Taurus is in your chart. And that could give you an idea of where the unexpected could occur. But it's harmonious though, because it's a trine. I know for me, I was just sitting here thinking that's my 4th house and my 8th house. So I I don't know if it just means I got things coming. We'll see. We'll see what that means. I'm going to look deeper into that, like exactly where it's happening. Oh, I think it's going to be happening on my own Uranus in the 8th house. Maybe I'll get a sudden windfall. Wouldn't that be nice? So Neptune is at 18 degrees of Pisces. 18 degrees of Pisces. And soon the sun is going to be sextile that Neptune exactly. It's not exactly sextile now because the sun is 5 degrees away, but it's moving toward that sextile. And sextiles are beautiful. I mean, within the next couple of days, it's going to be in that sextile formation. So be aware of that. That's very lucky. Capricorn Pisces sextile. My gosh. I really think it's going to be very positive for a lot of people. Neptune's very creative. So it could indicate some creativity when it comes to your work and maybe even communicating at work, especially for Capricorns. Um, Pluto is at 24 degrees of Capricorn. It is conjunct Mercury. It's a little wide, but they're conjunct. And Mercury is moving quicker. Mercury is moving toward an exact conjunction with Pluto. And I talked about that earlier about seeing the big picture. So be aware of that. You might be getting those like moments when you feel like your mind is expanding, like that aha, like, oh, wow, like that. There's in one of my videos, I was like, French class, like I got this crazy aha at the last minute. And a lot of people might be having that where something that didn't make sense all of a sudden is like it just clicks and it all makes sense. um okay, we've got the north node at 19 degrees that is still square, that Neptune at 18 degrees Pisces, that's an ugly square, don't like it. On the other end of the north node is the square from Venus, that's at 23 degrees, so it's moving away, which is good, thank goodness. That was an ugly T square, but now we're just dealing with the square really between Neptune and the north node. And it's you know, That to me, that whole square is about the reality versus the magical. Like Neptune wants the illusion, they want the fantasy, they want the magic. And the North Node in Gemini is like, no, let's look at the facts here. Read this book, do your due diligence, get this information. Did you look at that magazine? It has articles in it about this, that type of thing. So, the Pisces Neptune wants to just fly. It don't want to take time to look at no reference books or nothing about how to do this or that. It's just going to go on instinct. And that's what that square is. It's that instinctual movement versus that, oh, let me take a moment and study this information here. Let me read this book. Let me take this class. See, two different mindsets, two different vibes, and that's what's clashing. Sometimes it's just nice to fly off into the Uranus netherworld with your creative projects. It just is. And you don't really want to take time to read the manual. That's what it is. So let's see. We've got Chiron and Aries, and Chiron in Aries at 5 degrees is sextile Jupiter. And it's going to be sextile, not sextile, but sextile Jupiter. And soon it's going to be sextile Saturn, because Saturn's almost at 2 degrees. And Chiron's moving mighty slow. So, hello. But that's an interesting sextile because, we're talking Aquarius and Aries, and traditionally that's the 11th and first house. So it could have something to do with you and your friendships and the groups you belong to and clubs and stuff like that. Overall, I'm talking about for everybody generally. But look at where it is in your horoscope chart to really get a better vibe about where this is really going to go down. When I look at my horoscope chart, Jupiter's in my first house. Jupiter, look, this is what it's telling me right now. Jupiter in my first house wants to talk because Jupiter is sitting on my Mercury. I'm not sure, but when I go to look and see if I've had anyone listen to any of this wonderful information I've been sharing here all night, it may be that not a single soul has seen me. And that is Chiron in the third house for me. And so, because Chiron is in my third house of communication, making that the area where there's a little bit of sadness or tears. So even though I'm communicating and Jupiter wants me to be exuberant in the communication, it's sextile. Maybe I'll work it out. Maybe this is the time that I'll work out the communication and myself so that the words that come from my mouth flow when I communicate. And so it just flows. That's beautiful. Also, because it's my first house, it's when the first house or the image or the persona is in that agreement with the communication. So that's lovely too. Oh, that's good. So you guys, this has really been my look at where the planets are for the week. Now, next week, I'm going to be talking about, and I just wanted to briefly bring it up for Capricorns, that on the, I believe the 13th, we're going to be having that moon in Capricorn. If I'm not mistaken, the new moon is in Capricorn. Let me get you the facts while I can. Yeah, because it was like a new karmic cycle begins this new moon. I guess for Capricorns, a new cycle is starting. It's a time for us to set new goals and things that we can actually attain, and great things, for preparing for our future. I just want to get the actual details. Sometimes that's okay. So it's January 12th at 9 p.m. So it happens at 9 p.m. On the East Coast. That's 12 a.m. So This moon is the crowning before a rebirth. So this is a really important new moon because it is a rebirth. That's beautiful. And the sun and moon are going to conjunct Pluto, and Venus in Capricorn aligns with that. Oh my God. And it's going to be a trines with Mars, Uranus, and Taurus. This is going to be amazing on the 12th. I'm so excited to even whatever's coming over this next week on the 12th and 13th, it's going to be amazing. Especially as a double Capricorn, I'm excited about it. And next Saturday, I will be talking more about it. We'll get the degrees and all that kind of stuff and start talking about that a little bit more. Okay, you guys. So this has been where the planets are, where the planets are. This has been Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a lookinside.com. Much love, much light, many blessings to all who have sat through where the planets are. Okay, so next up, I am going to do a couple of card readings because I've just finished pretty much with the astrology portion of the night. Now, if you are interested in getting a professional astrology reading with me, because not, I consider myself to be one of the premier astrologers. I say that I don't want to sound like Trump, Trump's always pulling himself. We both have Mars and Leo, so I'm always cautious of that now. But I've been around doing this for 40 years, and there's really not too many people even alive who can say they've been at it for 40 years. So I feel that I bring a special knowledge, a special insight, just from seeing certain things over the years that perhaps I can pinpoint something uh, that you've not come across. Now, sometimes I don't get it in the middle of the actual reading, but I'll get an aha. I just did a reading for a girl the other day named Sarah, and I've been getting ahas about her chart after the fact. So that happens too, and I'm going to follow up with her with some of those ahas. But there's all different types of things like that that go on. So what I'm going to do now is I think I am going to start with the sign. I want to say Cancer. I think I did Gemini, but I'm behind on certain signs because I didn't get to do them last time. I was so ill the last time I was live that I think I only did 5 or 6 signs. So what I'm going to do tonight is the other signs. Now I did Taurus and I think Aries and Gemini separately. I think I did definitely Aries and Taurus. I don't want to miss out on Gemini. I'm so afraid I will if I skip it. So I'm going to do Gemini. We're going to do Gemini to Sagittarius, okay? Because I might have did Sagittarius before. I'm not sure. I think I did do Sagittarius. But we're definitely going to do Gemini, and we might go all the way up to Sagittarius. So Divine Spirit, show me clearly the special message for the sign of Gemini. Show me clearly. I keep thinking I may have did Gemini somewhere, but I'm not sure. Show me clearly the special message for Gemini. What would you like me to share with the sign of Gemini? Let's see it. Okay, we had a couple extra cards come out. I'll stick these here. And I'm going to put my little crystal on it. You guys, give me a second. I just need to go and blow my nose really quick. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay. Thank you for your patience. So sorry about that. Like I said, I've been a little under the weather. I'm dealing with it as best as I can, but when you don't feel great, you don't feel great. I mean, there's no getting around it. And by the way, you guys, I put Pac-Man behind me because I just felt like that was the mood I was in today. I just felt like that was the mood. So Gemini, first card, Knight of Cups. This is the emotional offer. The offer you can't refuse. It's a good one. It could be an offer of love. It could be an offer for a new job. Something you It's something you wanted, and it's something that's so good in in your mind. You'll feel like you just can't say no to it. Uh, by the way, it was crossed by the Queen of Cups. So this, Geminis, you might be actually dealing with getting a real offer. I mean, even a proposal or the job you want or something. I think whatever is going on, if you've been in a battle or competition, that battle or competition is over. That fight is over. Let it go. You can let it die. I think some Geminis might have been worried. I mean, here is the Five of Cups. And this is a card that shows that you've been in your drink, worried, feeling a little down, maybe depressed about something. I think again, I'm getting a sense there was some kind of competition. Knight of Swords. This could be the Gemini card, but this could just be that you feel like you've been in a battle. Maybe like, love is a battlefield kind of thing going on. But this could be competition too, or just the need to really be strategic. I think whatever is going on, though, it's the justice, because here's the justice card. You're going to get your justice. I think it's about weighing out the choices, the right, the wrong, weighing out the balancing it of some, and then you're going to make a decision, or final decision is just simply going to be made. And I do think that you are in the midst of making the decisions. This two of stabs is in the current position. This tells me you've got choices that you have to make, left or right, up or down, that one or that one. Got to make that choice. I think that some Geminis are really going to be cutting somebody off. Here is that Queen of Swords. This could be you, Gemini, cutting somebody off. This all usually indicates the older female. She's been through a little bit, but she doesn't take any fluff, and she will cut that ish in the bud if it ain't right. She's usually a Gemini, though, or Libra, Aquarius. And here is the Four of Swords. This is another card that, to me, it indicates it's somebody, a Gemini, most likely, because we're doing Gemini here. Trying to get this clear because this is not clear. Okay. Four Swords. This is feeling isolated. This is feeling alone. This is feeling like you've been let down, and you are all on you're all by yourself. You don't got no one in your corner. I don't know if that's true, but I do want you to be cautious of, these negative vibes, because here's the devil, and the devil, of course, rules the seven deadly sins. Also, I had heard when I was in church that the devil is the depression. Like, that is the devil, because God would never want you to be unhappy. So when you're depressed, that's you dealing with your own devil issues. And some Geminis might be dealing with that. Okay. It might just have something to do with lies, deception, and deceit. Now, you had three cards that came above and beyond the original. First was the Six of Coins. This tells me that you will be successful when you give. So give to get. This is the give to get card. The more you give, the more you get. And here's the Seven of Coins. It tells me that you could have some projects that are or could be successful, but I think you're reaching for a lot. You got a lot of responsibility on your back. So make sure whatever you're handling, whatever projects you're in, that you can take, you can handle them all. It can become overwhelming. But I think whatever the end, I didn't even see this, is the emperor. And it ends in your success. It ends in you being the leader and you making that final decision, making that executive decision, and taking the lead in whatever it is that's going on. So I'm going to separate the cards, which I like to do. And then I also like to read the major arcana backwards, because when I, or, just read that by itself, because when I do, it tells its own story. And also I like to read the doubles. And when I was pulling these cards apart, I didn't realize it at the time, but you did have some doubles here. You had two fives and two queens, and you had two knights. Now, two knights I know means that there's, um, like talk. It's a, they call a lively debate. Whenever they say debate, that means there could be opposite sides, but it's lively, so it could be almost like an argument. So be careful. So let me tell you what two fives are. I should have this memorized by now because I do these so often, but I have not memorized the doubles. I'm working on that. So I'll tell you that really quick. Okay, two fives. Two fives is there will be days when you feel as though you've been defeated. Oh, wow. Also, infidelity or love triangles and loss to a competitor. I told you I sense competitions going on. Some Geminis are dealing with competition. Whether you know it or not, you're competing for something. And let's see, you had also had two queens. And this is what two queens means. You will receive support from females who are close to you. Female friends and family members will help you in regards to your job, and your family and friends will give you a good relationship advice. Now, you also had the major arcana. I like to read that backwards. I thought there was more. There's only three major arcana. I didn't realize that. You only had three major arcana. Wow. That really does tell me a lot right there. The fact that there were only three. So, okay. The first was the justice card. Whatever is going on, this is going to be your justice. You're going to get your justice. Like if you've been enduring something, you're going to get your justice from that. So that's good to know. Now you could be dealing with a Libra. Geminis deal with Libras a lot. So that could be part of it. But I think you're going to get your justice because of some deception, deceit, some lies, some trickery, something you might have endured, maybe some lascivious lust or cheating or something like that you've had to endure. With justice and the devil, some might even be going through a divorce. That's just, this is a relationship issue. I think whatever is going on, I mean, you might just end up with an Aries at the end of it all. I don't know. But you end with the Emperor. And I love that. This is just showing that you're going to take the lead in whatever this is, or you're going to get with a leader. But this is usually an Aries. They make a firm decision. They are leaders. They are executives. They make executive decisions, and they're firm in it. So that is my reading for you, Gemini. I hope this resonated with some Geminis out there. If you haven't already done so, take a moment to like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And when you do, hit that little bell so that you know whenever I'm going live and uploading new videos here on YouTube. Also, you stop by our website at astrologyalookinside.com and subscribe to the website. Also, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Astrology a Look Inside, okay? Much love and light to you, Gemini. Many blessings. So I'm going to be moving on to the sign of Cancer. Cancer. Let's see what we're going to be telling the sign of Cancer. What message do we have for the sign of Cancer. That's my crystals you hear about. So let's see, what are we sharing with the sign of Cancer? I'm going to shuffle it one more time before we go. Okay, so Divine Spirit, show me clearly. What is this special message you want me to share with the sign of Cancer? Show me what to share with the sign of Cancer. What are we sharing with the sign of Cancer? Show me clearly. What is that special message for the sign of Cancer? Show me clearly what to share with Cancer. What's their message? What are we sharing with Cancer? Show me clearly, what are we sharing with Cancer? What are we sharing with Cancer? Oh, it's too many. I think, hold on. Wow, I didn't even realize that before, but I do now. I think you got a very special message, Cancer. Hold on, let me just see. Is there any additional messages for Cancer? Show me clearly. What is that special message? Anything else? I'll take that. Anything else for Cancer? What are we sharing? Oh, there we go. Anything else for Cancer? Show me clearly. Is this it here? Is that it? Okay, I think that was it. I just sense there's a whole bunch going on. Like the cards are really kind of going a little wonky. And I'm taking out the messages that I feel like you were meant to hear tonight, okay? So the first thing that I got, and I just want to check something before I go any further. So I think there's only two. I just want to check something. Okay. So what I wanted to check was that it kind of threw me off because right away at the very beginning of the reading, you got two nines. Two nines, and two nines is being in the right place at the right time, and there could be a chance meeting for love, and also getting opportunities when you're meant to have them. And I wanted to also show you these two nines. These are the two nines that indicate that you could be really into yourself. So Cancer, I really want you to be cautious of that. Like sometimes we can get so into ourselves that we forget, there's people watching. And you can make enemies that way because they're like, what, they're just into themselves. And so you really want to watch out for that, like being into, like loving yourself more than you love. I guess you got to love yourself, but vanity is a different story. And these two cards indicate the potential for vanity. Now, they also indicate the potential for extreme success. And when you get this kind of success, like the money and the love, all that going on, and it's showing, like, I think you could get some jealousy out of, people jealous seeing that. Be careful of making people jealous, Cancer, because next you got the Lovers card. So this could even be like flashy in the with the love life. Even it could just be that you've got choices in love because you are successful, or emanating that success in some way with the two nines. And here's that Lovers card, and here's the Seven of Swords. And I think you're making decisions maybe over love. These are choices. These are decisions, mental ones. There it is. But I think whatever is going on, you got the Empress. And if you're a female Cancer, to have gotten the Empress, oh, beautiful. The Empress embodies all the queens. She's emotional. And as a Cancer, being able to express your emotions that way, beautiful. And next, you got your card, the Moon. I do think emotions are really at play here. Now, let's not forget that this is Capricorn season and you're a Cancer. So a lot of emphasis is on partnerships. It's on the opposite of you. So some cancers might be dealing with that, having all this emphasis, on the opposite of them. Just be careful of being lied to or deceived, or, just any kind of deception or cheating or something with your partner. I wouldn't even do it myself, but be careful with your partner. Next, you got the Four of Coins. And this is indicating that whatever you do have, hold on to what you got, especially when it comes to money. Hold on to what you have. Here's the Ten of Staffs. This is showing me that, you're working hard to get ahead, working hard to get what you got. And sometimes you might feel like you're working too hard, but you got the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that whatever it is that you've been putting out, you're going to get it back. Wheel of Fortune's a really good card. I think it's going to lead to your success. I think, just like the show, it could lead to your success. And the main reading ends on the Four of Staffs. This is emotional fulfillment. I think some cancers are going to get their emotional fulfillment. I think you're going to get that emotional fulfillment. There were several extra cards. I think, let me see, 4. But after you really take the time to study and think over things and pray over things and meditate over things, look at the way, things have been going. It, fix whatever you can, and then move on for there. But if this has something to do with money, Cancer, I think you could be bringing in money, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. I do think it has to do with money, because look, King of Coins and then the Three of Coins. I think you're going to get that King of Coins, which is that ultimate money when you learn this new skill, Three of Coins, and they'll learn a new way of doing things. When you master that new way of doing things, you're going to be able to be successful. And here's the Two of Swords, that you making decisions over loyalty, making choices about loyalty. So I'm taking the cards apart like I like to do. It usually tells me its own story. I do like to find out what that story is. And so I'm doing that. So I had read the 2 9s first off, because you did have the 2 9s. But I just saw that you also had 2 4s in this reading. And 2 4s, I will let you know what that is. I think I read that earlier. 2 4s, you'll experience a higher level of seriousness and devotion. Your romantic relationship will be joyous, even though it might be fleeting, but be happy in the moment. And in business, you'll have a chance to work or do work that's more fulfilling. Another thing I didn't realize, oh, sorry, you guys, is that you only had one minor kind of face card, which was the King of Coins. That's that Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that came out near the end. So, some cancers could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo, or they could just be waiting for money or dealing with money or coming into some money, maybe. So, here's the major arcana cards read backwards or separately. This might have something to do with love, Cancer, and some cancers might be making a decision about love. Whatever you do, use your compassion. I do sense the ability to start something new, a new relationship, um, a new creativity, maybe even new childbirth, but something new. Whatever you do, don't deceive yourself and don't fall for deception, because there could be some lies and deception afoot. Also, you got the Wheel of Fortune, so it's a 10. It's a great card. It indicates you can move away from whatever you've been dealing with, and land on the lucky wheels. Hopefully you've got so many choices, so many choices. And here it ends on the Hermit. I think you get all of these choices after you, Cancer, take the time to, pray and meditate and study and really take time for you. And once you do that, then it's all going to fall into place. Okay. So I hope this resonated with some Cancers out there. If you haven't already done so, take a moment to like and share um, the videos and the video and subscribe to the channel so you know whenever I'm going live, whenever I'm uploading new videos to the channel. Stop by our website, astrologyaLookInside.com. Subscribe to the website and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Astrology A Look Inside. Okay. All right. Much love and light to you, Cancer. Many blessings. So I'm going to move on to the sign of Leo. Leo. Give me a second. I'm just going to put on some lip gloss. Let's see. What are we doing? The sign of Leo. Divine Spirit, show me clearly the special message you have for the sign of Leo. Show me clearly the special message for the sign of Leo. What are we sharing with the sign of Leo? Show me, what are we sharing with the sign of Leo? What are we sharing with the sign of Leo? Anything else for Leo? Going once. Wow. It's amazing. Okay, Leo. So this is kind of funny, Leo, because as I was looking at how the cards were coming out, it doesn't start out that great, but hang in there, okay? Because I've got something to tell you. It starts out with the devil. I think some Leos might be dealing with lies, deception, deceit, that type of thing. It could be that you're dealing with like the seven deadly sins, like lust and greed and gluttony and um, envy and all that kind of thing. I think whatever is going on, though, there's going to be a depth to it. There's going to be an end to it. So if you've been like suffering or, if you've been dealing with a lot, I think this is going to end. Like you're not going to keep having to deal with this like forever. I do see, though, that right now you're pretty miserable. Nine of Swords. This could be bad thoughts, bad dreams, bad vibes, bad juju, just feeling bad. I mean, this is like one of those situations where you're not feeling that great about things. And I think maybe it might be that you've been really worried over relationships. I don't know where that worry comes from, but I sense that you've been worried over a decision, um, or just over your relationship in general. Like, because this is the relationship card. So I feel like some Leos have been really worried about that. Here's the 10 of Cups, too. I really think some Leos are trying to get a hold of their emotional fulfillment to get the highest level of love that they can get. And you might even just be waiting to get that communication back, something that communicate to you that your offer is got a chance, maybe getting back that communication on love. This is the Page of Cups, waiting for that emotional communication or offering it. And here's the Knight of Coins. This is a little bit of strategy though when it comes to you know, maybe giving. You see, there's a hand out to give, to get. He's got the coin, and someone's like waiting to get that money, to get that coin. So it's about giving and receiving. Also, in this case, we've got the Knight of Page of Staves, which tells me you could get some communication about success. And the Knight of Cups here is the emotional offer. Now, when it comes in, it might feel like it's too good, like a fairy tale, like you've been waiting for it. And I think you're finally going to get it, that emotional offer. Something that's too good to say no to. Maybe it's love, maybe it's work. Whatever it is, it's something you really want. And I think you'll be making a decision about it. It might affect you as far as your loyalty if you're already in a relationship. Take your time to meditate and pray on that before you make a decision. Okay. Because whatever that decision is going to be the final judgment, and that's going to be it. It's going to put an end to whatever it is once you make that decision. I think it's going to lead to your 10 of coins here. So, wow. Especially if you're ending up with a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo. My goodness. Look at that. The world, that's Capricorn. It could be your whatever you're doing. You're going to be traveling away from what you've been dealing with. Everything. I think you're going to have an opportunity to change. Look, it ends on the Ace of Coins. I really think you might be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or just money. And I think that you've got this money or success coming. I really do. I see it coming. Yeah, definitely. Wow. It's so funny. I take these cards apart because I discover things when I do it, and I just realized there's two twos, two tens, and then the only other number card was a 9 of Swords. That 9 of Swords, man, that stabbed in the, like, just feeling like dejected and wanting to give up, that type of thing. You might be really going through that. You also had two Knights. That's the, that the communication, the lively debate type of thing. And the two pages, if I'm not mistaken, is the children in your relationship. Let me just make sure on that. Yeah, young people in your relationship. So, don't let young people determine if you got a child or something. Have them to decide who you're going to be with. Some people do that. And you end up making a wrong decision. You don't have no one to blame but yourself. Now there was an Ace of Coins in this reading, which is great because that's the highest coin you can get. But I love that because it could mean money. It's happiness. It's wealth. It's money. Big money. But you have to use your money wisely. Okay, so just know that. So let me look up what two twos are. Two twos. You will have partners in crime in different areas of your life. There may be infidelity in your romantic relationship, and you might be trying to please too many people in regards to the relationship. If you're single, you might be playing the field for a while, and you might be involved in a significant business partnership, or you might form a new one. So that's good. I know that the two tens is usually that something is ending. Like you're going to make these life changes regardless. Yeah, situations in your life are coming to a natural end. It's a natural thing. And relationships are going to the next level. It's the end of several areas of your life at one time. So things are like certain things are ending, but it's a good thing. So you did get several major arcana, And I'm going to read them backwards because, like I said, they tell their own story. Look, you could have been dealing with lies, deception, deceit, the seven deadly sins, someone just lying in your face. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn. Here's the death card, could be a Scorpio, but I think this is an end to all the lies, deception, and deceit. You're putting an end to all the lies that you've been told. And if you have to take time for yourself, then do that, Leo. It's better to take time for yourself to pray and meditate and get yourself together than to just keep going on. You know what I mean? This is your judgment. You're going to get the final judgment in this situation, and then you'll have the world. You'll be able to move away from this and get what you want. Okay, Leo. Much love to you. That's wonderful. It ended so much better than it started, didn't it? Much love and light to you. If you haven't already done so, take a moment. Look on the bottom of the deck, the five of staves. If there's been fighting or competition or anything, you might have been dealing with that, just so that you know. But anyway, take a moment to like and share a video. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm going live, when I'm uploading new videos and stuff like that. Also, go by the website, astrologyalookinside.com. Subscribe to the website. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Astrology Look Inside. Okay. Okay. So just separating the cards like I like to do. And now I'm going to move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Virgo. 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 I just put this lip gloss on. Probably I talked it off too fast. And then let it dry. There we go. Virgo. Wow, something popped right up. I've been getting that in every reading tonight. What is going on? So weird. Virgo. 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 That was too many. Virgos. Oh, Virgo. What is the special message for Virgo? Virgo. Virgo. Lord, Virgo. I think Virgo's always got something going on, though, for real. What's going on, Virgo? Virgos. I don't understand, Virgo. I just don't understand it. What was that? Oh, man. Eesh. Anything else? Going once, going twice. Anything else to show me? What's that special message? Show me clearly. Yep. Anything else? I guess that's it. One last shot and that's it. That's it. I'm always trying to get, and something popped out. And it popped out in reverse. I'm keeping it. I think that's the last message for Virgos. Because I think I understand. Oh, I got so many extras because I was being nosy. So Virgo, your first card is the death card. So you might be dealing with Scorpios. I think some of you guys are putting an end to something. Something is dying a natural death. It's ending. It's just, it's time for it to end. Here's the Empress. I think you do have something new beginning right after that. Something ends so something new can begin. Something ends so you can have a new creative project, a new creative idea, a new way to express yourself. Some Virgos might even be getting pregnant. Whatever is going on, there's the Knight of Coins. This is the offer that comes in after probably something ends. If it's a job and it ends, you're going to get an offer for the job you want, perhaps. If it's a romance and it ends, you're going to get an offer for the love you want, perhaps. Whatever happens is when this comes in, remember to be the fool and take a chance. We miss so many opportunities because we don't take a chance. And next, you had the Page of Coins. You could be waiting to get some communication about money. This might have something to do with money, you know, communication at work, or letters or emails or something like that. I think you've been carrying a lot of weight. You might be starting something new with a project, but it just looks like a lot of burdens, a lot of choices, a lot of projects. Some Virgos feel like they've been stabbed in the heart. Like you might have felt like you got let down by your partner or your business partner or in your significant relationship, maybe even been in a third party situation where you found out someone was cheating. But whatever you do, Virgo, don't let go. Hold on to what you got, especially your money. Especially if this is like a divorce situation, hold on to your money, hold on to what you got. This could be about a divorce situation. Here's the judgment card, but it could just be that something's ending because a natural judgment, the end judgment, the final decision is being made on something. And then you're going to have a lot of choices, a lot of choices. Okay. And I think one of those choices, it's because you're going to have an emotional offer. Here's the Knight of Cups. This is an emotional offer, one you probably feel like you can't refuse, like you have to accept, like it's something you wanted. So it could be a job, it could be love, but it's that emotional offer toward you. And here's that Five of Swords. I think some of you guys might have been in a battle with somebody. Whatever it is, put down your swords. The fight is over. If you can just get out of your head, get out of yourself long enough, Nine of Cups, get out of your emotions so that you can have your success and your victory. You will, if you do that. Just use your intuition, your higher knowledge in order to get what it is you want, especially if it comes to love and making a decision about love. Because the high priestess knows. So use your inner knowledge, okay, Virgo? And be prepared and strategic. Nine of Staffs, that's the card of strategy. That's a card of preparation. Prepare. And the final card was the Three of Coins in reverse. And, you know, usually this is a card of learning a new skill, you know, so that you can get ahead in your career and whatnot. But when it comes out in reverse, as the Three of Coins, it indicates that there's silly workplace rivalry. You also could be bored in your work. Okay. So I'm going to take these cards apart like I like to do. See if there's any hidden meanings in here that I didn't see. You're another one. You got two nines. I read two nines not too long ago. You got a lot of doubles in this reading. Wow. Crazy reading. So, okay. Okay, the fight is over. Hold on to what you got. The fight is over. Hold on to what you got. And you'll get some communication, I think, about maybe from a earth sign. There could be a lively debate. There could be some arguing over something. I see that. But you did get a couple of doubles. Let's see what the background meanings, the hidden meanings are. Because that's what I consider these to be, like those hidden background meanings that I don't see right away. So let me see what this is going to tell me. We got 2 3s here, Virgo, which means that you'll need to seek support from a group of people. And if you're in a relationship, seek the help of a counselor, priest, or therapist, or friends, or books, or videos. And in business, you'll benefit from a course or group coaching program. And you also got 2 9s. That means being in the right place at the right time. There's a chance meeting of love and getting opportunities when you're meant to have them. Also, you had two sevens, and two sevens indicate signs and messages from God, the spirits and the universe, impactful relationships, a significant time in your job or career or business. Now, one of the things I did notice is that there were no aces in this reading. So that that's something to be keep in mind. So Virgo, here's when I read the major arcana backwards, this is what it tells me. Look, something is ending, Virgo. Something's ending. It's coming to a natural close. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I believe it's just coming to a natural close. And I do think you have new beginnings coming. Oh, creative new beginnings. Okay, it could be a childbirth even, but new creative ideas. Look, the Fool, this is really like starting something new, taking a chance, not being afraid, going out on a limb, starting something new. This is your judgment. Something's ending so you can start something new. This is the judgment here. And use your intuition, the high priestess, because the high priestess knows. You'll know what to do. You'll know what that is. I think it has to do with the love. So yeah, use your intuition to get what you want, to get the result you want in the area of love, Virgo. Okay. Or there was a tower on the top of the deck. So, and with the death card and the tower that showed up like that, that's weird. So I think you might go through a situation like that in the beginning, but it's all going to end. It's all good. It's all going to end good. According to this, just use that high priestess, use that higher intuition so that you know, so that you get the answers that you seek, so that you can have the knowledge that you need in order to make the right decisions. Okay. So I am separating the cards as I like to do. And I just want to tell Virgo, if you haven't already done so, take a moment to like and share the videos. Also, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the bell so you know when I'm going live and uploading new videos here. Go by the website, which is astrologyaLookInside.com. Subscribe to the website, and then go to Facebook and Instagram and like and follow our Instagram and Facebook. Okay. All right. So I'm moving on to the next sign, which is the sign of Libra. Libra. You know, I have to admit, I do these lives more so I can catch up on my readings than any other reason. It is so true. It really is. It really helps me to get it done, and it gives me that time to get it done. So whether I have a whole bunch of people here or not, it is a great time to get things done. And for that, it's why I keep doing it. So show me clearly, Divine Spirit, the special message for the sign of Libra. What are we sharing with the sign of Libra? Show me. Oh, it just popped right out. And this did too. Wow. What else do we have for the sign of Libra? Show me. What are we sharing with the sign of Libra? And for the record, in case anyone ever questions, the way my house is set up, I have yet to find a way or place where, other than my cam on my computer, where I can do these readings where you can just look at the cards and not look at me. Because some days I don't want y'all to look at me. I just want y'all to look at the cards anyway. So, but the way it's just weird. I literally don't have any space other than my kitchen table. And it just shows I live in a 1 bedroom and I don't have a lot of space for it. I'll have to find a way to make some more space. I did get an extra little thingy though, where my daughter helped me to get something. So I'll be making some changes soon, but it won't be probably until February by the time all those changes take place. Okay. So because that is to me, not having to show your face, that's a good thing. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. Like some days you just don't want to show your face. There are many days that's, where I really wish I wasn't in that situation. And, you know, because that's a luxury not to have to show your face. That's a luxury. I would like that luxury. So anyway, Page of Cups, Libra. Some Libras are expecting or may get communication, emotional communication. Someone calling you up about something emotional, Could be a letter, a text, an email, something like that. I think whatever's going on, you're going to be moving away from it, though. Six of Swords. This is moving away from what doesn't serve you. Just moving on in your life, moving on to your the next. Thank you next. Right. It could be literally moving. Truly. Also, Libra, you got the Queen of Cups. This is the emotional queen. She's also caring and giving. I love the Queen of Cups. And so you might be dealing with this, Libra. If you're male, you could be dealing with a Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces, but I think it's just being in that emotional state of mind. Also, we got the King of Coins, so you could be, have your mind on your money. It could be dealing with a Capricorn or Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but I think this is about having your mind on your money, just concentrating on your money. Okay, concentrating on your money. And then you got the Knight of Staves. Here's another movement card. I really sense that there might be some travel. I mean, if this is not travel physically, this could be travel internally, like traveling from one point to another. And here is the Knight of Coins. This is getting the information in, or like, see that this is the another give to get, but strategizing how you give your money, strategizing how you extend the offer to help others with what you have, with your money or your time or any of those things. Now, I just wanted to see one of the other things here is that they can be patient. Um, a Knight of Coins is the most patient of knights. And so persistence and patience and um, just someone who can be relied upon. Persistence and patience is really the key word for the Knight of Coins. They're slow. It's like the Taurus card, right? They're slow moving and they're patient and persistent and that type of thing. Uh, so next is the Magician. I think if you have been shooting for mastery or you know not sure, be patient because you really do have all the tools that you need at your disposal to be a success. You do. You just have to remember that. Don't fool yourself. This is the deception and deceit and deception card. So some Libras could be deceiving themselves. It's the King of Swords. This could be a King of Libra. Could be you. King of Swords. So it could be Libra. It could be another male that you're dealing with that could be talking behind your back. That could be it. But I think it's you. I think you're going to get your justice card. The main reading ended on the justice card, but there were several additional cards that came out. The Seven of Staves being one of them, which tells me that having integrity and fortitude is important in order for you to win. Also, the Four Swords, you've been feeling lonely and down, and the Page of Swords, you've been, maybe talking and arguing. I think if there's been something and it's too much, you're feeling too disrespected, Libra. Someone's not honoring you, not putting you first, not honoring the goddess, putting you if you're a female, or the love that you give if you're a male. You have to get up and walk away from that. I'm just saying you might want to. You might decide to. So I'm going to take these cards and separate them like I like to do. When I do it, tells its own message. So I will do that. Wow. Freaky, freaky reading. Okay, first of all, no aces, no double cards at all. But what got me as I was pulling this apart was the craziness that was going on with the minor arcana face cards. We had 2 pages, 2 knights, 2 kings. I'm thinking, what? There was only the Queen of Cups in there. So, there was no King of Cups, so that's good. That's the emotional queen. And like I said, the Knight of Coin, the 2 knights, that's the lively debate, the argument, the talking, the debating going on with the emotional queen. And then the 2 pages, it could be like the kids getting all up in the business, trying to help you make the decision about what's going on. So that could be happening too. Could have the kids all up in it. But let's look at what these 2 kings mean. So I'm going to pull that out. 2 kings. So 2 kings, you'll receive help from fewer people. You'll get expert help from others in your career. Your family and friends will help you in love with your home truths and advice on how to move forward. Okay. So here's the major arcana. You had 3 major arcana in the reading. The first was the magician. And it tells me that whatever's going on, Libra, you've got all the tools at your disposal to win. You've got everything you need to succeed and be successful. You might be going through some physical or emotional pain, but you've got all the tools you need to win. And then here's the moon. This is the deception card, the deceit card. You could be deceiving yourself, or someone could be deceiving you. Be aware of that. But whatever is going on is the justice. It ends on the justice. So this is Libra. It ends on you, Libra. I think just weigh the options. Look at everything. Look at the big picture and weigh your choices, and you'll come to the right conclusion. If you got to end something after doing that, then do that. Okay. All right. So I hope this resonated with you, Libra. If you haven't already done so, take a moment to like, share our videos, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the bell if you see the bell, so you know when I'm going live and when I'm uploading new videos. Then stop by the website at astrologyaLookInside.com and subscribe to the website. Then go by our Facebook and our Instagram, and like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Astrology A Look Inside. It's Astrology A Look Inside. Okay, much love to you. So I'm moving on to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see what we're telling the sign of Scorpio. Wow. Scorpios. Let's see what we're telling Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. So Scorpio, right away, it starts off with an ace of staves. Scorpio, this is great. I think whatever's going on, you're going to have a new beginning. You're getting a new start. You're getting a new shot. I mean, it's the beginning of the year. A lot of people have New Year's resolutions, but you're really getting a new shot at things, Scorpio. And I hope you guys can hear me. I can never tell when I'm live if you can hear me or not. And I don't know. I pray these are coming through. But this is your new beginning, Scorpio. And look, here is the star. The star is a card that indicates that after a loss, after things haven't been that great, you have the opportunity to have success. So I really feel like you're going to have that success. Okay. You've got this opportunity for success. So, yes, success. Okay. Success. I really believe so. After you pour out your emotions, the success comes. And I just, just hang in there because you might be feeling like I work, 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 work. What do I get for all of my work? Uh, wait, what's that? No, this is the wrong one. I thought this was the other one. Sorry. I thought this was the 10. This is the page of stats. This is the page that's like, I got these new ideas. Look at this way we can make money. We can be so successful if we come up with this idea. That's the page of staves. Really debonair guy. And you got the king of staves. So you might be making a decision on that too. Oh, king of staves makes firm decisions. Like he doesn't wait, doesn't waver. He's a good leader. And here's a death card. I think you're ending something. I've seen the death card all night. A lot of people are putting ends to things and starting over. A lot of signs. And you're not alone in that, Scorpio. I think you've been down in your drink a little, being a little emotional. Five of Cups, maybe a little sad. Here's the Six of Cups. I think some Scorpios have just been looking back at their past, looking back at what you had, looking back at your past, looking back at when you thought you were most happy. But look, you've got the world ahead of you. The past was just one past. You got a future too. It's the world at your feet. You could travel away from where what you've been dealing with and move into something different. And you got choices. And you're being told to have integrity in order to win. Have fortitude. Have fortitude. Hang in there. And here's the four staffs. Your emotional security. That happy home. Oh, that's beautiful. The happy home life. And this is your judgment. It's all going to end, whatever it was. You're going to have your emotional fulfillment. And I think you're going to also be a leader, Scorpio. Look at that. The emperor, the leader, the executive, the boss. Here's that communication and emotional communication coming in. Maybe an emotional text or letter or email. Got so many choices, not sure which one to take with the Seven of Cups. Many options, many choices, and you just want to make the right one. And here's it ends on the Lover's card. This is the ultimate choice, the choice for love. And so hopefully you make the right choice when it comes to love, Scorpio, okay? So I like to take the cards apart. When I do that, it tells me its own story. I usually find out more information that I didn't see before I did that. So this is why I do it. Gives me all like the info that I need. So amazingly, you had two sevens and you had an ace of staffs in this reading. I love that because whatever goes on, this tells me that there's a chance for new creation. There's a chance for a new beginning, maybe even childbirth. There's just a chance to start over, to start something new. You had the king of staffs in this reading too, which is, that leader, be a Scorpio, Sag, or Aries, but this is the leader king, the king that makes decisions. He doesn't fool around. So, okay, you had two pages. Two pages is the two cards that indicate that children could be infecting your love life. Scorpio, your kids are all up in your love life, in your business. You got to watch out for that, okay? And let's see, two sevens. Let me tell you what two sevens are. I don't seem to remember the two sevens are offhand. I'll give you a second here. So two sevens are Signs and messages from God, the spirits, the universe. It could be impactful relationships. It could be a significant time in your job, your business, or your career. Okay, Scorpio. So next, let me just move on to the major arcana, because I you got so many major arcana, and I like to read them separately. It tells its own story. And the first was the star, Scorpio. And a star is normally an Aquarius card, but it's like they're pouring out the water. In this case, it's you, uh, Scorpio, pouring out the emotion. The more you pour out your emotion, the more success you'll get. So pour out your emotions. Let people know how you feel. Pour out your emotions so you can get a new beginning and let go of your past. Let something go so you can have a new beginning. You could travel anywhere. You're not stuck. You got the world. It could be a Capricorn, but you can travel. And this is your judgment. Something is ending. You're going to get your just desserts no matter what. And this is the emperor. This could be that you're going to move on to a very powerful person, like a Aries man or leader or boss, or you yourself, Scorpio, will become the power, the leader, the boss, the executive. I think whatever it is with the emperor, I think it's just that you're going to have a strong, powerful love, perhaps, or decision to be made in the area of love. And I do think that you've got to make the decision and take the lead. And I think that's what this is telling you when it comes to that decision in love. So do that. Be the strong one. Take the lead. You know, if you love someone, let them know. Pour out your emotions. Don't keep that stuff bottled inside when you've got that emotion inside your heart like that. Let it out so that they know how you feel. Anyway, this has been my reading for you, Scorpio. If you haven't already done so, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to my videos so you know when I'm going live and whenever I'm uploading new videos onto YouTube. And then go by my website, which is astrology, alookinside.com, and subscribe to my website. Then go over to our Facebook, which is facebook.com and Instagram.com. You know, like and follow us on those platforms at Astrology, a look inside. Okay. Much love and light to you. Happy New Year's to you all. Okay. So next, I am going to move on to the very next one, which is Sagittarius. I think I did Sagittarius, but I can't remember. If I did, I'll just consider this like a bonus. This will be like a bonus for Saggy. Let's do that. Do it like that. All right. I don't even know how long I've been at this. I just going instinctually. Get them done, right? Get her done. Get her done. So let's see here. Sagittarius. Sagittarius sits in the 12th house of Capricorn, and it is Capricorn season. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how Saggies are dealing with this 12th house experience. I mean, for Saggy, though, Saggy is in Capricorn is in their second house. So I think it's affecting Saggy in the area of money. Right, Saggy. I think it's all about the money for the Saggy. You might be feeling like you're finally getting some money after a while. Like I don't know if if that's the case for all, but you know, some might feel like they're finally, because it's been hard with Capricorn having Saturn and Pluto and all that in it. It's been a hard year for some Saggies. But now Capricorn's moved out of that area. So you can breathe again, kind of nice. So let's see. This starts for Sagittarius with the Hermit, your card. Hello, Sagittarius. Hello. There you go. Praying, studying, learning, doing the Saggy thing, educating yourself, maybe talking about politics and religion. I don't know. Could be. Whatever it is, though, be sure you don't like get into yourself. Sometimes we can do that where we get so much into ourselves where we can alienate others. Don't do that because I think you have the potential for success. You do. I do. Here's the emperor here. You're another one who could be dealing with taking on a leadership position, becoming the boss. You might be dealing with a boss. You could be just dealing with an Aries because as a Saggy, Aries and Sagittarius are trine. I think you've been feeling lonely and going through a little bit of the isolation that happened. So that could, I think COVID in general has been making a lot of people feel very four of swords, like they're lonely and they're isolated, and you know that whole vibe. But whatever is happening, here's the Ace of Swords. You're gonna have victory. I sense you're gonna have victory, Saggy, in everything you do. And I do think that you might be questioning that because it looks like there's been some fighting, some jealousy, some infighting. But there's going to be a death to that. There's putting an end to that. Look at that. That's ending. And here's the Hangman. This is the Virgo. But this is you just taking time to pray, meditate, and take your time. Don't rush into anything. There could be some emotional communication coming in, an emotional offer coming in. Whatever you do, you stay on the straight and narrow. Eight of Staves. You stay on the straight and narrow. You got fast movement going toward, you know, getting what you want, but you've got to stay in this, you know, on the right path. Now you got a couple of cards over and above your reading because I kept digging. The first was the Star. You're another one. The more you pour out, the more you know, the more you pour out your emotions, the more you pour out your emotions, the more the sun shines on you, the more success you get. The more you let go of your past, the more sun is shining in your future. And I think you do have to pour out your emotions and let go of something. Here's that Three of Swords. Something happened, I think, you got to let go of. But whatever it is, you give to get. The more you give, the more you get. And, you know, have fortitude and integrity in what you do. Because I think when you do, you're going to get your Ace of Coins. This is getting money. This is your financial success. Oh, yeah. And it ends on the Three of Cups. You're going to celebrate at the end. Like you might have been through all kind of things. I don't know what you've endured, Sagittarius, but I sense that you might have endured something. And whatever you endured, at the end of it, you're going to be able to party and succeed at the end of something really that wasn't that cool for you. So that's great. I love it when that happened. Okay, I'm pulling the cards apart, which I like to do that so that I can see if there's any hidden meanings that I didn't catch the first time. Often there are. And let's see here. I didn't know this, but I had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if you can find out what that means. There's also a Page of Cups. That's the emotional offer. You had three. You had 2 threes and 2 aces, and we're gonna find out what that means. But those 2 aces were great, which is like complete victory and like total monetary success. That's amazing. So let's see what the 2 threes are, so I can let you know what the 2 threes mean. So you'll need to seek support from a group of people. And if you're in a relationship, seek the help of a counselor, priest, therapist, friends, books, videos. In business, you'll benefit from a course or a group or some kind of program. That was 2 3s. And with 2 aces, it's financial increase, Sagittarius. I said this has something to do with the money coming in. Your financial increase can happen because you purchased and made some small investments, and these can help move, into money. Also, you could be moving from your house or purchasing new items for your house. Also, there could be a large business purchase that would be money well spent. Also, for relationships, it could refer to things that you purchase as a couple. It could indicate some lack of progression in the relationship as a couple too. So I'm going to read the major arcana backwards. When I do, it tells me a story. The Hermit indicates that you might need some time alone to reflect and meditate, to study, to pray, to really get into that space, that inner, where you feel like you've gained the knowledge you need. The Emperor is the boss. It's the indication of, the leader, the executive making that final decision. This could be an Aries. And since I'm doing Sag, it's probably possible that some Sages are dealing with an Aries. That could be it. Whatever is happening, there's a death card next. So I think if there's been something that's not been to your benefit and it's been happening, it's going to end. Like, this is an indication that something that needs to end will end. And I think after the ending, you just take time to meditate and pray and do affirmations and to get yourself into a good, positive, centered place. And when you do that and you let out your emotions and you pour out all that gunk that has been in you from whatever happened to you, after that, you'll win and you'll shine and you'll succeed. Okay, but you got to let all that out. All right. So much love and light to you, Sagittarius. I hope this resonated with some Saggies out there, and that it's good advice for Saggy. If you haven't already done so, take a moment to like, share my videos, subscribe to the channel, go by our website, which is Astrology, a look inside, and subscribe to our website. And then go by Facebook and Instagram at Astrology, a look inside, and subscribe and follow us on social media. So much love and light to you, Sagittarius. As I mentioned, I hope this resonated with you. May 2021 be a beautiful year for you, Saggy. Much love. So I'm technically done, you guys, because I had did Capricorn and Aquarius and yada yada the other day. But I think I'm going to do a bonus for Capricorn because it's Capricorn season. And if anyone deserves a bonus, it is my brothers and sisters born in Capricorn. So I am going to do that. Okay. So let's do that. Cappies. Let's see what we're going to do. Capricorns, Capricorns. Show me what we're sharing with Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, Capricorns. So funny how sometimes the same cards will come out again and again and again. I'm like, why? Why does that happen? I have so many cards, but I'm taking them because I feel like these are the messages that wanted to come out. So it's like almost a second message, but I have to get it there because there's a lot going on here. Look, Capricorn, you got the Two of Staves. I think some Capricorns are in the midst of making a decision. You're making choices. You've got choices right now to go left or right, up or down, north or west. You're trying to make a decision. I think you're also trying to have integrity and fortitude and hang in there so you can win. And look, you got the world next. This is a Capricorn card. It also indicates to me that you're going to be traveling. Like you can literally travel, like from where you are to another state or another country. But I think you are going to be traveling, from where you are, maybe in stature. So that's amazing. And here next was the Queen of Coins. That's the money. And that's the traveling, I think, from one place to the next in stature. I think some Capricorns have been stabbed in the heart. I think you were third party, lied to, betrayed. And you're getting over that. You might have been dealing with an Aries. You might have felt like you got, betrayed or lied to or let down by an Aries, but it could just be that now you're taking on the boss position, being the leader, the executive yourself, that you are the boss. If this is in have to do with relationships, I think you could be getting into a new relationship. This is the current position. And this tells me that this is your strength. There could be passion in this relationship too. I think you got choices that you're trying to make about loyalty, and choices about loyalty. And I think there might have even have been some competition and you're dealing with that. There could be jealousy, competition, something of that nature going on. But whatever is happening, Capricorn, because that's the end of the main reading. You got several cards that came above in that reading because I was nosy. First was the Eight of Swords. And this tells me that whatever is going on, you might feel like you're bound by it, but you're not. You can walk away from this, Capricorn. You are not stuck in this. Just get up and let it go. There, look at this. You've been worried. This is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Just worried. A lot of mental worry, a lot of mental concern. But I think you've got an offer coming. This is the Knight of Cups. And this is an offer you can't refuse, like when it's an emotional offer. But someone might come to you with an emotional opportunity, maybe even for a job or a new relationship, and say yes. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Say yes, especially if it's a good emotional offer. Don't say no. My goodness. Here's the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you got choices. You got decisions. There are some good choices and bad choices, but you got choices and you got options. They're out there. Mentally, though, mentally with that Seven of Swords, you're the one that's got to make the choice about what it is that you're going to take. It's how you feel about it. But after whatever you've been through, because I think you've been through something, Capricorn, it ends with success. You're going to have a Three of Cups moment. This is partying after you've been through some ish. You've been through it. But at the end of it is celebration because you made it through. King of Coins. You made it through, Capricorn. You made it through. And I think you're going to have success. Oh my gosh, I get goosebumps. And be courageous, Three of Staves. Be courageous. Look at that. The sun is ahead of him. See that ship sailing? It's all ahead of you. Forget the ish that went on behind you. It's done. All that matters now is what's coming for us in 2021, Capricorns. So I like to take the cards apart. They tell a story. And I'm going to see what hidden stories were in this reading. Because I sense there were several hidden stories here. And yeah, there were. We had several hidden stories here. Oh my gosh, yeah, we did. Okay, so give me a second, you guys, and I'll tell you what they were. Wow, yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we got, you guys. Wow, I've not had this. I'm not kidding. I've not had this. We got 4 3s. 4 3s. All 4 3s are here. So I'm going to tell you what that means. We also got 3 2s. 3 2s. I'm going to tell you what that means. Also 2 7s. This was a very concentrated reading. 3 3 3 3. I really want to look that up. I'm going to do that too. Let me tell you what that number is, what that meaning is. 3333. Angel number reading. Let me see what it says here for it. I'm always looking for the hidden meanings. So the angel number 333, it means that there's guardian angels. Well, also means you have to have balance in your life. And you have an opportunity to talk to the universe to tell your needs and desires. But angels will hear your prayers and they'll come to help you and they'll help make your dreams come true. Oh my God, Capricorn. I love that. Balance out our life and the angels will help us. That is a beautiful, beautiful message. Also, it's amplifying its influences. It gives you courage and to live your life with enthusiasm and optimism and to feel like you're safe in your knowledge that you're well blessed, that you're loved, you're supported in all that you do. Oh my gosh, I love that. The angels are reaching out to you, Capricorn. They want you to be tolerant and open-minded because you're about to experience some really great things. And also, the 333, as far as the angel number is concerned, it is the symbol of hope and happiness, even good luck. Wow. Wow. So, there's a lot of other meanings here, but this is obviously something, if you want to go and look into this, Capricorn, I highly suggest it. This is really good for charisma and attractiveness, a whole 9 yards. It's a really good thing to get the 3333. So I'm going to look here. I had made some special notes, and this is what I have for what 4 3s mean. 4 3s. Luck, success with teamwork, management, and organization will help you achieve goals. So be organized and manage your things well. Also, for love, there is a possibility of multiple births or many children. And in business, you will make a lot of money by working with others. So join business groups or masterminds that support this. Beautiful. I told you I get these hidden messages. That was a hidden message, wasn't it? So let's see what 3 2s, because I did get 3 2s as well. So I'm going to see what that is. So 3 2s, you have an unfruitful, burning desire to be in a serious relationship. It's true. And it is unfruitful for me as a Capricorn, double Capricorn. I would like to be in a serious relationship. You will be in and out of relationships with your partner, but but never be serious. So I think that's a special message, I think, for some Capricorns who are looking for the serious commitment right now. That might be an issue. You may be involved in an open relationship also, so that could be part of it. Business partnerships do not last long for you, and you may settle for partnerships that have no future prospects. Be cautious of that because you did get 4 3s. I think it'll offset that because that was not that great. Let's look at what these 2 7s. I believe this is the one that says that you've got help from God. Yeah, signs and messages from God and the universe and the spirits. Also, impactful relationships and a significant time in your job, your career, or your business. So that's amazing. I just realized too, because I didn't pay attention a moment ago, that you not only got the king and queen of coins, I'm going to tell you what that means, but you also got two queens. So we're going to look that up right now because that's major. Uh, Getting the two queens and getting the queen and king of um, coins, the fact that you got them both. So that's amazing. So give me a second here. So, okay, the queen of coins, generous, luxurious, good natured, motherly, realistic, earthly desires. It's the best of the best. She's the best of the best. Queen of Pentacles. Good natured. She has good intentions. She's based in reality and she's earthy. She's a beautiful queen. Beautiful queen. Okay. The best of the best, literally. And this is what it means when you have the king and queen of pentacles together, or king and queen of coins. It's a couple who work well together. They may have met through their work, like a place of employment, but they're good fit when it comes to money. Like they really work well with the money. Also, in love, family is important. Traditional values are a priority, and they want it all in that relationship. That's great. Also, trying to keep up outward appearances. So, you might be a couple that's really into that. Also, career, giving each other help in the careers. That's good. Being mature about business and meeting career goals and dreams. That's beautiful. Beautiful. So, I want to tell you now what two queens in a tarot reading mean. Two queens. So, you will receive support from females who are close to you, Capricorn. Female friends and family members will help you with regards to your job, Capricorn, and your family and friends will give you good relationship advice. Or you might meet your partner through your friends and family. Wow, Cappy. This is not bad. So you got, wow, out of all those cards, this is exactly why I separate them. Out of all those cards, you only got three major arcana. And I'm going to read the major arcana backwards to you because when I do, it tells its own story. Look, Capricorn, the world. First card, Capricorn. So you got the world at your feet, Capricorn. You got the world at your feet. The world is your oyster. It is. This is Capricorn season. The world is your oyster. You got the world at your feet. You can travel from point A to point B. You're not stuck. You've got the ability to move. You got the ability to go where you want. And you got the ability to be the boss, the leader, the executive, the decision maker. You are the alpha, a number one. This is normally Aries. Some Capricorns could be dealing with Aries, or some Capricorns just could be the boss. And this is your strength. Strong time, right? Capricorn. Could be some lust and passion, but just overall strength. It's a strong time, a very strong Capricorn time. So take advantage of this. This is your time, Capricorn. It won't be this strong again for the rest of the year. So you make the best of it over the next 2 weeks, and you claim what is yours. I guess we got technically 3 weeks, the next 3 weeks. Okay, Capricorn. Much love and light to you, Cappy. And I'm so glad to know that the world is our oyster during Capricorn season. If you haven't done so, please take a moment to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell that shows up there so you know whenever I'm going live, whenever I'm uploading new YouTube videos and things of that nature. And then go by our website, which is at astrologyalookinside.com. Subscribe to the website. And then visit us on social media at Facebook and Instagram at Astrology a Look Inside. Okay. Okay. So you guys, I think I was going to go and I'm like, should I just go? I know I did Aquarius the other night, but There's a part of me that feels almost guilty for not doing Aquarius again tonight. Did I do Aquarius earlier? I don't think I did Aquarius. I know I did Aquarius the other night. I do know that. Don't know if I did Pisces and Aries. I remember doing Taurus. Like, should I do bonuses for them? I still have a little bit of fire in my belly. Okay, I'm gonna do Aquarius. I'll do Aquarius. Let's see, because I don't know if I like the first one. Let's do another one. There's a reason when I get those vibes to do it again. Oh, Aquarius! It came right out like that. Lord have mercy, Lord. I just shuffle. Y'all heard me shuffling, and I can't believe those two cards just came out for Aquarius after all that shuffling I just did. That's ridiculous. That just shows me that when a card wants to come out, it doesn't matter how much you shuffle. It doesn't. The cards will come out the way they want to come out. There's nothing you can do. Ooh, I can't believe what I'm seeing here, Aquarius. I knew I had to do this reading for you. I knew it. I felt it in my soul. I'm like, Aquarius needs this reading, so let me get this for Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. You guys, you are really something right now, Aquarius. My goodness. Aquarius. And you guys, I hope you can hear my voice, and I hope I'm sounding all right. I've been sick all week. This is just the best I can muster, and I won't lie to you. At least I came and I showed up, right? But this is the most you're going to be able to get out of me. I'm just gonna be honest. So I did get a couple of extra cards here. I'm going to turn these around so that I can tell a story too, don't they? Okay, so look, let's start this right now for you, Aquarius, because I'm amazed at the cards that did come out. So the first thing I want to say to you, Aquarius, is look, if you're in some kind of situation and your needs are not being met, that person isn't treating you with respect, putting you first, treating you like the queen or king you are, you know what you got to do, right? You know you got to walk away from that. Don't deal with something that is not serving your highest interest. That isn't it. Don't deal with someone that's like third partying you, cheating on you, lying to you. No, I, no. And here's a tower, and rightly so. If you've been dealing with that, put yourself first, especially if you've been dealing with a Scorpio. I mean, I know you might have been working on it and building it and building it and building it. But if you're building trash, you just got a pile of trash. Just say. And the good thing is, when something like that ends, that's not good for you. Like your soul, where you don't feel important, it gives you an opportunity to start new. And you got the Empress right after, because when it falls down, something got to come back again. And the Empress is creative. She is the new creative, new way, the new building, the new creation. I love that. And then you got the Emperor right after. You got the Emperor and Empress in the one reading. First of all, I'm going to stop right now. I didn't even realize it, but I do now. You got the Emperor and Empress in the reading. I just know because I've studied it. That is like the best you can get for the relationship. That is like the old man woman combination. Like, we've been married for 25 years. We got 6 kids and 12 grandchildren. That's that. Somebody's getting that, Aquarius. I don't know. They came out together. Look it up. Emperor and Empress, the old married couple. Just wanted you to see that. And they're good. Okay, that's the perfect couple. I want you to know that. Also, here we got Four of Swords. Some Aquariuses have been really upset about mentally about something. Just down, feeling sad and depressed about something. But look, first of all, let me tell you, I can't even go any further because when I see this, let me just see this. Wait, I'm gonna just. And when I saw it, I just thought, okay, wait, right. Yeah, I just wanted to type it in. It just says now, when you see the Emperor and Empress together, it significantly indicates a wise and old married couple. You know, just like your old parents were, if you were lucky. Um, but it's just one of those situations where that is the couple. Like if you want the perfect couple, the old couple, that's it. Okay. Also, it could be artistic and aesthetics. You know, they're attractive couple. Parents, you know, giving, receiving, active, that type of thing. But it's positive. It's positive. It's like the most positive yin yang female male type of situation you can get. So I wanted to reiterate that because the very next card that came out after those two was my favorite card. And if you watch me, you know what I'm about to do. But you got the sun. You win, Aquarius. You win. You are the only person all night long that got the sun card. I've been waiting for it all night. I didn't get to scream all night. Hello. You win. And it's in the current position. You win. I don't know what you've been through. You've been through something, though. The Four Cups. In the cups. You were in the mind, now you're in the cups drinking. You've been down about something, but whatever it is, Aquarius, you win. Queen of Staves, leadership queen. If you're a female Aquarius, you win. There's no getting around it. Queen of Swords, you Aquarius, you win. Now, could be that you're cutting something off, but this is the Queen, Aquarius Queen, Queen of Swords. And here is the Four of Staves. My goodness. And you're celebrating. You win and you get to celebrate at the end of it. My goodness. With the emotional fulfillment and whatnot. Now, there were a couple of extra cards that came out at the end. And I just wanted to give you those cards too, Aquarius. You got another queen. This is the Queen of Coins. This is the Queen of Money. So on top of everything, oh my God. And the Ace of Staves, new beginning, possibility of pregnancy, new creative ideas. Five of Swords. If there was an argument, if there was a fight, the fight is over. Put down your swords. It's done. Queen of Cups, the emotional queen. I swear, I think I got four queens. We're going to find out in a minute. Wheel of Fortune. This is such a great card. Whatever is going on, it's like you got a get out of jail free card, Aquarius. You are going to win. It's a 10, by the way. It's a 10 card. So this is a winning card. And at the end of it all, a Page of Cups, the emotional offer, that emotional communication, that letter, that text, that email, that snail mail, that present, that guy coming over like, oh, I was just thinking about you. Something like that. So I like to take the cards apart. They tell me a certain story when I do that. And the first thing I'm going to do is find out, did I really just see what I think I saw? Did I just see four queens? I mean, wow. Okay, first of all, I'm like in shock. I got 3 4s here too. Oh my gosh. We got 3 4s. And yes, we got 4 queens. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. And you got the ace. I know whatever's going on. You got the Ace of Staves. You got the potential for new creative ideas. So something great and new. You have a lot of major arcana. And we're going to, well, not a lot, but a lot for this reading. We're going to talk about it. But first, Let's look up what four queens mean. Four queens. Wow. I think this is the first time I got four queens. Four queens. You will attend lots of events where large groups of women meet, Aquarius. Wow. So, somewhere where large groups of women meet, Aquarius. You will speak at an important career event, Aquarius. Aquarius, your partner will host events that are targeted at women, or in the future, you might be with someone who does this. Four queens. Something about working and targeting and speaking in front of women. That's amazing. Okay, you got three fours as well. So let's see what three fours mean. Three fours. Okay, three fours. You will have contentment, but you will have to work to achieve and maintain it. Also, your romantic relationship will be good, but be careful not to make it too easy or you risk losing commitment from your partner. Also, your career will be successful, but don't take it for granted. Okay. So that was very specific messages for Aquarius. And finally, the Tower. I think something is ending, Aquarius, so that you can get your new beginning. And I really believe you got the new beginning coming, because here's the Empress right after. This is new ideas, creative ideas, a new beginning, possibly a childbirth, or something even to that effect. And the Emperor. This is the old married couple. I went crazy when I saw the two of them together, because it's so rare to see them coming out together back to back like that. But in this case, it did. And I really believe this could lead to the old married couple, the children. I mean, all of that seems to be there, but it could just be a leader. Like, you could meet an Aries male who's a great leader in your life. And then, of course, you win, Aquarius. You win. I mean, whatever's going on, you literally win. You've got the sun, in your corner. Literally, you win. In every direction that sun goes, every direction that hand is out, you win. And you can't lose at this point. I really believe that. And it's touched by the wheel of fortune. You win. You win. Beautiful. And let me tell you something. I really believe Aquariuses are going to win, because at the end of Capricorn season, what season is that after Capricorn season? Oh yeah. That's called Aquarius season. So it might not happen right away in January. Wait a couple of weeks. As these planets start going into Aquarius and moving out of Capricorn, you're going to really start to feel this. And let me just say this. I don't know if you saw my astrology portion in the beginning, but you got Saturn and Jupiter, that expansion and whatnot going on in Aquarius already. So Jupiter only goes into Aquarius every 12 years. Saturn only goes into Aquarius every 28 years. So please take advantage of, like, what I consider to be a once in a lifetime opportunity for some Aquariuses to truly be successful and to get ahead in life. That's beautiful. That's truly beautiful. So I hope this resonated with some Aquariuses out there. If you haven't already if you haven't already done so, take a moment to like and share the video, and also, uh, you know, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit that little bell so you know whenever I'm going live and whenever I'm uploading new videos onto YouTube. Okay, so much love and light to you, Pisces. I might have to do Pisces. Upload. Much love and light to you, Aquarius. I'm looking at some fool over here writing all kind of stuff. over here. Most of it I'm hiding because it just don't make no sense. And ain't nobody want to talk about that crazy mess. Craziness, right? Some people are crazy. You guys, I am going to go ahead and stop tonight. I don't know if anyone's waiting for Pisces or Aries or Taurus. I did Taurus, I believe, separately, and I think I started tonight on Gemini. So if anything, it's Pisces and Aries. If you are a Pisces and Aries, you better let me know because I'm about to run off right now. Otherwise, because I don't know if I need to do them twice. That's all I'm saying. So I do have them somewhere else I can. I'm going to break these all down into individual readings, okay? So if any sign I didn't do tonight, I will do that individually at and make sure I get these uploaded probably in the next day or so. Please keep an eye open so all of the you can find all the January 2020 readings. In the interim, I want to thank you all for your time and patience. And I'm definitely hiding all of these horrible messages from this masturbator guy. Literally, his name is Masturbator. Like what? All of his stuff is it must be removed. Like it's just disgusting. So anyway, you guys, many blessings to you. Happy New Year's, happy 2020 to everyone. Many blessings to you. And I will see you again either Wednesday night or next Saturday night, okay? And I'll be uploading these as individual readings soon. Many blessings to you. Much love. Mwah. I'm out of here, you guys. I'm out of here. Okay. Oh my goodness. I still can't get over the masturbator. Like really? Master Bator. Like why? Or ER. Why? Oh, okay, you guys. I'm out. Bye.